What's good, guys? Today's video, we're going to be talking about TwitchCon. Now, what is TwitchCon? If you don't know what Twitch is, it's a streaming platform for creators to showcase them playing video games, cooking, coloring, talking, reacting to videos. Really, pretty much just a platform where you can stream whatever you want, for the most part. TwitchCon is typically in October. This year it was in San Diego, California. It's a place where streamers on Twitch, their community members, vendors, game developers, tech that you would use within like your stream, and just honestly a place for people to like hang out, connect, and market themselves. There are like creator camps. It's a whole event, you could say. Happens once a year, and this year was my first year. So I'm gonna give you my take. I'm gonna go through every day and give you my overall opinion as an affiliate. What is an affiliate? An affiliate is just like a step down from being a partner. Partner is the goal. Partner, you just get a lot more. You get that purple check to say you're verified. You get more of a percentage when you are paid through Twitch. You get more emotes. You get more sponsorships. People just take you a lot more serious when you're a partner. So this year it was October 17th through the 19th. It was a weekend. I flew out on Thursday, October 16th. The plane ride was about 5 hours. It was nothing remarkable. You go, you get there, you land, it's sunny. There are palm trees. Like, I don't really know what a palm tree is except an extension of a pineapple, but whatever. Getting an Uber there, traffic, whatever, not important. The hotel was beautiful. I got a room at the Alma. Very cozy vibes, very planty. If you like plants, I feel like this hotel was a good choice if you're a plant person. And if you're not a plant person, you would still like this hotel. You get in, elevator, you go up. You get to the room. The room is quaint, it's cute, it's clean, simple. I did spend a bit more money on my hotel because it was just more important to me to have a nice clean room for maybe a couple hundred extra. But all in all, it was totally worth it. I have no complaints about the hotel. The location was literally right up the street from the convention center where TwitchCon was being held. Thursday, the day that I traveled, was the day to go get your bracelet. Your bracelet was the way into the convention and all that is TwitchCon. There are many restaurants on the way to the convention center. It smelled so good. I was so hungry at this point, but it didn't matter. I was also super anxious, super intimidated. There were a lot of people, a lot to look at. So pretty much it was like down the street and a block over, this giant convention center in San Diego. Now, the communication between where to go, especially between being a partner and an affiliate, was not clear. Not super clear. They're all holding like paddles, like they're waiting for you at the airport. You know, it says affiliate, and I'm just waiting for someone to be like, you're not as important this way. But it was all in one area. Half of it is for partners, half of it is for affiliate and community, because we are one, because we are not on that partner level. Go in, get your badge, which is honestly just a showcase. It does absolutely nothing, but it just has your name on it and it says a Twitch on the lanyard. Get your bracelet. You cannot lose this bracelet. Okay, this is the way that you get in everywhere. If you lose it, you can't get in. You buy your TwitchCon ticket way beforehand. It's linked to your profile. There's That's the only way you can get into TwitchCon. You can't just like go in and be like, hey, I want to have a ticket, please. I want to meet all these nerds. I want to have a good time. Let's have a good time. I'm just a stranger.
Please invite me to your party.
Even though we're all strangers, you have to have a profile through Twitch specifically. Even if you stream on other platforms, you have to be through Twitch. You go get your bracelet, don't lose it. They're like, you can shower with it. They make it like it's top secret. Like, listen, I'm gonna give you this bracelet. Don't lose it. And if you lose it, your life will be lost. But not really. Not really. Go in, not a problem. Get my wristlet. Get like a goodie bag of just like random things. Like I got like a couple pins that were not super cute. Whatever. I'm so grateful. And honestly, that was pretty much day one. People flew in a lot on Thursday. People flew in Friday. Some people flew in just Saturday for a 1-day ticket at TwitchCon. I bought a 3-day ticket to TwitchCon. I was like, if I'm flying across the US, give me all of it. Give me the whole thing. Give me the whole entire pie. I want to eat it all. You know what I mean? Then comes Friday. Friday is day one of TwitchCon. Friday, I was super intimidated just because I didn't really know what to expect going into TwitchCon. Since I have only been streaming since January this year, it very much gives you like, who am I? Like it gives you like identity crisis, just like why am I here again? It's weird. I have never traveled like this before. You go in, you see this big opening of just silver balloons in this tunnel, just literally lined with silver balloons. It was TwitchCon's 10th anniversary of having a con. They went silver, platinum, bing, bing, bang, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like we're shining like bright diamonds in here. You know what I mean? You feel like really cool. You're like, oh my God. Oh my God. Who am I? Like it's just in your head and you're just in everyone's way and everyone's trying to make all these like content videos. Like, props to them because I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't make that. I got this. You know what I mean?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So you go in and there's just stuff everywhere. You have merch to your right. You have a dancing dragon emote to the left, like literally like breaking it down, you know what I mean? Like just people are like, oh my God, look at this dinosaur, yes, get it. Like it's a party, but it's like 10 people. It's merch, dancing people with a dinosaur that's an inflatable. You got people actually gaming, and then you look over to the left and you have pickleball. I don't know a whole lot about pickleball, but why is it here? Inclusive though, I can't really complain. I just was taken aback from it because I didn't expect pickleball. I don't even know how to play pickleball. I don't know if there's a pickle involved. I'm assuming there is a ball involved. I don't know. You also have people playing tabletop games, TCG. You have crafts. You have like a Lego wall that you could customize, like a little square of Lego. You have game developers. The best one was Phasmophobia. Incredible display. They had the blood moon floating because it was October. During October, they have a blood moon event. A blood moon event. That's what they have. It was sick. I loved it. I think that was their first actual like exhibit. You had Elgato. Shout out to Elgato. They're great. I love their products. Not sponsored. I just genuinely love their products. They had new games coming out that you could actually like sit down and play, talk to the developers if you wanted to. There was so much to see. And in the back, you even had like this entire arena of Marvel Rival gameplay. I didn't go in there, but it was huge. Like it was its own portion of the building. not just a small rented space. It was crazy. Honestly, taking in day one, I was so overwhelmed. I went to a panel. You sit in a room with a bunch of other people, and then you have a panel of other streamers, partner streamers, telling you their opinion of whatever this panel is. So I went to one about pretty much the path to partnership. It was pretty good. It was pretty validating on a personal note. That they had a bunch of those for different things that you wanted to learn or maybe get advice on. I didn't end up going to as many because I ended up meeting up with people that I had met through streaming. Other streamers and other like people that are in my community and other people's communities. And you just don't think about that, especially on the first time. I was about to like be in there with my notebook and my pen being like, write that down, write that down! That's exactly what I thought I was going in for. It was not the case. It was not the case. I was glad I went to that one specifically for a validating purpose, but you end up just getting caught up in just like talking to people and meeting people, and you just get swept up, which is honestly the best part of TwitchCon. I actually didn't plan on going anywhere that night, but I got invited to a 7 days Blood Moons after party. Incredible. I don't even know what that game is. I had never heard of it. I had never played it, obviously. It was a pretty much like a launch party to advocate this new game for the developers. Kind of like, be like, hey, what's good? What's poppin'? Do you want to play my game? Please play my game. It was sick. It was sick. You go down these stairs, it's dark and like only red lights are available. You turn a corner and you go down this hallway with more lights, and it's just a vibe. You come up to like a bar and it's got like a video playing, kind of like a trailer of this new game. You turn another corner and there are hands hanging from the ceiling. You have red lights hanging from the ceiling. It is an absolute vibe. It was so fun, mostly just because you're again there meeting new people, marketing. You're there for marketing for yourself, really. The game part was just like, it was chill. It was like, oh, cool. Like, thanks for inviting me. Like, wow, appreciate you. Like, I'm important. Cool. Yeah, I'll play your game. You get like a goodie bag with like a plastic cup and like stickers, but they gave you a key and you enter in this key and you get the game for free. Anyway, you get a goodie bag, you sign this neon wall with your username on it, you're doing trivia, you have free drinks, you can take a cute photo in this like glass wall with like blood rags and like just a cute thing to promote the game. It was a lot of fun. So that was pretty much the night. I went back probably around midnight. Then we get into day 2. Day 2 TwitchCon was more of a sightseeing day. I planned on going to more panels. That didn't happen. I went to one panel for Phasmophobia. I went to the one panel for Phasmophobia because it was their 5-year anniversary. I genuinely love this game. It was one of the games that made me want to play games and was a top tier game that I made sure to play when I got this PC and started streaming. It was the developers, the main developer, and then the people that he has hired on since. And it was just asking about like where the game was going, celebrating where the game came from and its growth and its history, its lore. It was a great panel to be a part of. To be able to talk to a developer of a game that you personally really enjoy and means a lot to you. And it was a panel with also people streamers, partners who are partners of that specific game, which is incredible. A goal, a miracle. Okay, it was a blast. It was so wholesome. It was so kind. It made me cry. I was like that one girl that was like, oh my god, like, oh my god, it's so sweet. Like, oh my god, I can't believe this. And I've only been gaming for a year. Fun story though. Fun story about Phasmophobia. I went to their desk that was downstairs where the exhibit was for the game, their booth, but it wasn't like a booth. And I looked at their like tiny wall of merch and I was determined to get something. Okay, me and merch are like I have a genuine problem. Like money, 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 call my name. I went up to the desk and I was like, hey, could I get that beanie on the wall? And he didn't really like want to engage with me because he was like, and I was like, yeah, like, could I get that beanie up there? And so he's like looking around the desk and his other desk mate was standing there and he's like, hey man, do you know where these beanies are? Do we have beanies? And so he gets a beanie for me. He's trying to ring me up. He's asking his other coworker, like, is this how I do it? Etc. etc. Just so awkward, in like a precious way. Okay, not in like a judgment way, in like a very precious way. I get my beanie. I bounce. I'm like, thank you so much. I'm lit. I love this beanie. This beanie's actually on my my weed leaf over here. That is the beanie that I bought. Come to find out, when I go to this panel, I look who's on the couch, and it is the person who checked me out. It was the sole developer of this game. I was shook. I'm talking shook. So I end up also going to this separate area called Artist Alley. It was like the main buildings, booths that had people's personal businesses of what they made and what they're trying to sell, but it was a whole floor of that. You had stickers, you had magnets, you had bags, you had shirts, you had like customizable hats of some sort. Like there were all sorts of artists of variety around this place. So I took my time. I looked through every booth. And I think, unfortunately, like a lot of these booths have a lot of AI, especially for stickers, for magnets. I surprisingly didn't buy anything from Artist Alley, not because there wasn't something that I liked, but it was just overpriced stuff. Just like, and they were all very similar, but it was I love a moment to just walk around and look at things. Like a flea market, I could spend all day in a flea market. Are you joking me? Pretty much for the rest of that day, I hung out with people that I've met, other streamers. It was a really good time. It really brought me out of my shell. My frontal lobe was like growing to the max. So I ended up trying to go to this drag show that they were showcasing. By that time, I was so tired. Talking to people all day long, people that I don't know, is exhausting. It's a different kind of exhausting. So I saw myself out after a 10-minute view of a drag show that was really like a talk show. I believe they have a podcast. I don't remember the exact names of the drag queens, but from what I did watch, it was a good time. It was very silly. It was good laughs. But I needed to rest because that night was the block party. Now, what is a block party, you ask? It was an additional cost to the TwitchCon ticket. I'm talking like $135 extra for this block party ticket. I go home, I change into a cute fit. Block party? You have to stunt on these hoes, you know what I mean? I came back and it was in a location that was in front of the convention center. They shut this whole portion of the street off for this block party. There were 2 destinations of DJs. Like, one was like big EDM, and then the second one was a little more chill in the sense of karaoke. You would not catch me doing karaoke ever, let alone on a stage with a bunch of people going, oh my God, you're doing so good. Because even though you're telling me I'm good, I don't know you. I'm on a stage. You're eating a chicken sandwich right there. You don't know what you're doing. You got wine in one hand and you got paella in another. Like, you don't know who you are. You think I'm going to believe you're telling me I'm doing a good job of singing Cher? I probably am. It was a good time. There was a spot for games. There was numerous like booths of food from these restaurants that got like stuck in this block party. So pretty much Twitch, aka In Your Ticket, had these restaurants in this area give out like finger foods. I tried probably 3 of those booths. I don't know if it was the vibe. I don't really know, but it was a cool concept. I did like the concept a lot. There were multiple booths. I didn't try them all. One had like seafood paella. That booth also had like black ink paella. It was fine. One had burgers and salad and a chicken sandwich, and then another one has like a salmon tart and like a yogurt goat cheese tart and like a single meatball. It was cool. I didn't really care for the food. That's probably the only downside to this whole event, was that I did not really like the food, and that's just my opinion. You had a wristlet. Aside from the other wristlet to get in, for like 3 free drinks, which excluded like beer, wine, Trulies. Like those didn't count. Those tickets were only for mixed drinks. You're not getting like an old fashioned, okay? You're getting like orange juice and liquor, and that's a mixed drink for you to get. So needless to say, people were drinking, people were eating, people were dancing, singing, and a lot of talking. This was the night that I got the most marketing out. I made these stickers for TwitchCon specifically that had my username on to be passing out like dollar bills, baby. I was handing them out as much as I can to people I did not know. And that's marketing, baby. There you go. All right. Anyway, block party was insane. I left to go meet up with another streamer that I knew at a bar. And on my way, I look in the sky and there are drones. Like a lot of drones. I'm talking like hundreds of drones in the sky. And I couldn't figure out exactly what they were like putting together. I thought it was a pig, and I was like, that's really weird, like what is that? No, it was Angry Birds. It was an Angry Birds drone show. What's more metal than that? Pretty much that was Saturday. Saturday was the busiest day, definitely where the most germs were, and I ended up going home around 2 a.m. after getting like a sick ass slice of pizza at like 1:30 from this random shop in the block area. It was delicious, and it was some of the best food that I found. So then Sunday comes around. We're talking day 3. Day 3 TwitchCon was a lot less busy, a lot more chill. I was exhausted. Every day at TwitchCon, I woke up, walked my little toesies all the way to a French bakery that was... I don't know what they had going on, but they were so good. This French bakery was top tier. I got a banana Nutella vanilla custard. That's one. Okay, that's one Danish. It was impeccable. So I took pretty much Sunday to look at all the things that I didn't see at the convention center. I looked at Fractal, which is what my PC case is. It's a brand, if you don't know. It is beautiful. I love my PC case. It is a wood-faced case and it is gorge. She's beautiful. I went and saw Fractal, checked out their booth. I went to like tech vendors pretty much just to see if I could get like free stuff and like raffles, which I completely ended up forgetting about. I went to the Throne booth, which is a wish list website that people can use and put on their Twitch page so that people could buy you things for your stream. I made all my stops and it wasn't super busy. A lot of people finally left because again, Saturday people could buy a single day ticket, which would have been for Saturday. So I just looked around, kind of like talked a little bit. People went to Elgato and looked more into their technology because I do plan on buying some of their technology. Really just looking at things that could improve my own stream. I got dinner with a couple streamer friends and it was just low key. I was honestly coming down with a con cold is what I called it. I was down for the count. So I pretty much just kept it low key. Saw the things that I hadn't seen, talked to the people I hadn't talked to, got dinner, and passed out. Sunday was the last day and I was completely exhausted, dude. Let's talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. The good was genuinely just the pure marketing and meeting people that were people I met through streaming that have helped me out a lot, that support me, people I never thought that I would meet in person. I started streaming to find community, to find people that had like minds like me, and genuinely just to find friends and escape this whack ass thing we call reality. That was genuinely the best part about TwitchCon. Being able to pick people's pick their brains about like advice and what to do with my own stream and how to get further, because the people I hung out with had been doing this a lot longer than I have. And it was just really valuable insight to what I could do to improve my own space. And for that, it was simply worth it. And there's always definitely some bad. The bad would probably be the food at the actual con. I was shocked by the food at TwitchCon because, you know, it's what was free was at the block party, but it wasn't free. It was in your ticket. Let's be real. But the food at the con, there were like these cafes that had like $17 chicken tenders. I was like, what are these chicken tenders made out of? Golden chickens? Like, what are we doing? Are the breadcrumbs made from the like finest, richest man in all of France? And it was like his foot dust. Like I had no idea why it was so expensive at the con. And it was just like cafeteria food. That was literally insane. The food around, like in San Diego in general, that was fantastic. That was definitely part of the good aspect. Was the food I ate was impeccable. It was so good. So worth the money that I spent, even though it was expensive. So that was honestly the bad part, besides it just being an expensive investment, is what I'm telling myself. An expensive trip, all in all. For a plane ticket, a hotel, food, transportation, it was not cheap. I don't recommend going if you are in a tough spot financially. I really don't, because there will be one next year. maybe save for it. A lot of streamers actually put like fundraisers up on their stream for people to help them go. I did not do that because I am scared of doing that. That's just who I am. So I paid it out of my pocket, and it was genuinely a really pricey adventure. That is why I call it a beautiful investment. Now the ugly. Dude, I don't even have to like, we all know. The ugly was honestly the homelessness. Like literally as soon as you leave your hotel, there is homelessness, there's drug use, like active drug use, okay? Like I'm talking like hardcore drug use of hardcore things. Ingredients, if you catch my freaking stinky drift, it felt like I was playing Frogger across the like sidewalks and streets just to like avoid potential conflict or like fresh air of, you know, like avoiding smoke of some nature. I don't think that I would have felt safe really walking around by myself. Maybe that's just me as a woman, but I don't know. I'm just saying. So once it was like 6 p.m., I was a little intimidated to be out on the streets. It was just intimidating. It was sad. It's so unfortunate. It was definitely the ugly. I had even heard that someone got roofied at a bar. Like, you just don't know. You have to be watching your back and your front at literal all times. But that's the ugly everywhere in the world, so it wasn't really specifically TwitchCon or the location. I mean, San Diego is a huge, popular city. You're gonna get it. Like, it's to be expected. I just didn't realize how much and how intense it was gonna be. And then we get to a meet and greet incident. I'm not really gonna talk a whole lot about it because I don't know them personally and I don't know exactly what happened, but a streamer who's extremely popular on Twitch had a meet and greet at the TwitchCon, not outside of TwitchCon. It was inside of TwitchCon, okay? The actual convention center. In order to get in there, you have to have a Twitch profile. You have to have your wristlet and you have to be able to scan it. The streamer got assaulted by someone within her community or just a stranger that was in TwitchCon. I don't really know. She got assaulted and it wasn't handled properly. It wasn't handled well. The fact that it happened fucking sucks, and that can happen to literally anyone at any time, anywhere. And it's so shitty. It is so shitty, and it just wasn't handled well at all. It's the ugly. My TwitchCon experience for the very first time was great, and that is strictly because of the people that I got to meet, got to talk to, and genuinely just pushed me along the way. And for that, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. And that's it. I will see you guys next time. Please make sure to leave a like below, comment if you'd like, and please would love for you to subscribe. Until next time, guys.